Hey, it's Tuxedo Market. It's 8:50 p.m. on Friday, October 18, 2024, and I watched the latest stuff that I got. This is my birthday, and me, like my sister and my niece come down once per year to visit, but they couldn't make it this year, so I just went out to Ocala this morning, and I basically spent the entire day there. Got back less than an hour ago. Um, all right. I didn't have any really specific plans in mind except to stop and browse at various stores and stuff like that, see what I might get for myself. So, first thing, let's try to go in order. First thing, I went to Big Lots. And I got a ton of cheap DVDs and Blu-rays. Oh, as well as uh, these two bottles of sauce. We got Scotch Bonnet hot sauce and creamy cayenne wing sauce, and these were like 99 cents each. Or no, this was even 30 cents. This was 30 cents. Um, yeah. So that's that. But now let's go through the DVDs. I spent a lot of time looking these up on Wikipedia and Amazon, putting back what I didn't want, So, um, anyway, so first we got this 1989 horror comedy starring Nicolas Cage and Jennifer Beals called Vampire's Kiss. So apparently this is pretty funny. I don't see an aspect ratio for it. I assume it's in widescreen, but I don't know. It's weird that they say that Jennifer Beals is from Devil in a Blue Dress, and they don't mention Flashdance. But anyway, I haven't seen Jennifer Beals in anything else except like the L Word. But anyway, so then we got The Strangers, Pray at Night. And apparently this was inspired by the 2008 classic, The Strangers. So we got a classic film from 2008. Okay. And this is inspired by it. I don't know. It's some kind of horror film. I recognize the name Bailey Madison. I don't know if I've seen her in anything, though, actually. The name sounds really familiar, though. I keep seeing it pop up a lot. So, but anyway, so yeah, there's this. I try to look up to see if the girls survive to the end of the film. And if they don't, I put it back. Now, this I couldn't really find any info on. It's a Swedish film, I think. It's called The Huntress, Rune of the Dead. And it takes place in the year 811. A young woman named Runa. And I guess she becomes some kind of warrior. So there's something dark and sinister that will change her life forever. So, yeah, that sounds cool. So let's see. So far, the Vampire's Kiss was $3.99, and these other two have been $2.99. Now let's see. Here's a Blu-ray for $3.99. Kiss of the Damned. Supposedly, it's one of the best vampire films. Who does this star? Josephine de la Baume, I guess. So there are these two vampire sisters, and one of them's pretty reckless, and I don't know. So, but anyway, this seems interesting. I figured I'd pick it up. A lot of these are why not type purchases because they're cheap anyway. You Are Not My Mother on Blu-ray for $3.99. Stars some girl named Char. The only place I've ever seen the name Char before is in Mobile Suit Gundam. But anyway. So yeah. Nancy Drew and the Hidden Staircase. I actually don't know if I have this one. It stars Sophia Lillis. I might have actually picked this up already. I don't know. But if I have, I'll just stick it in my little free library / free Blockbuster thing. So, yeah. Arrival, starring Amy Adams. I heard she gives a great performance. I heard a lot of people really love this movie. I know it's in 4K as well, but for $4.99, I pick it up on Blu-ray to watch it first. And if I really love it, I'll get the 4K disc. Then for $4.99, we got Yummy. It's a horror comedy. Apparently, a zombie outbreak in a hospital while there's some guy that's waiting for his girlfriend to come out of breast enhancement surgery or something. And there's a zombie outbreak. Okay. This I really couldn't find much info on, except it's mostly pretty bad. For $2.99, The Resurrection of Charles Manson. A couple goes to the desert for a romantic weekend and shoot an audition for a role in an upcoming film. They come across a cult that's obsessed with Charles Manson and think they can wreck him. The only reason that I got this because I can't find any info on how it turns out is there's this cool girl with a weapon and she's all bloody and stuff. So we'll see. That's a DVD. All right, so that's is most of it. Now here's the last thing. The last thing that I got, and Punky Brewster, the complete series for $34.99. All right, so it's all 4 seasons plus the It's Punky Brewster cartoon series that ran for 26 episodes. Apparently, according to Amazon, they put a few episodes on each disc as bonus features. They just kind of spread it out. And it's supposed to take place concurrently with the live action series, I guess. Stars the same cast, too. The sitcom cast reprised their roles for the, not reprised, but I guess in addition, they did roles for the animated series as well. And I watched both shows when I was little. And I loved it. And I met Soleil Moon Frye recently. I think I mentioned that. She is such a sweetheart. She and Amber Benson are like the two nicest people that I've ever met, period. Anyway, special features. Interviews with Punky Brewster creator and executive producers, actors, and writer. Nothing with Soleil Moon Frye. That's disappointing. All episodes of the animated spin-off is Punky Brewster. Now, this is a false statement, apparently, because one episode was left off due to like some kind of rights issues. According to one review on Amazon, or no, not on Amazon. I think it was on Wikipedia, but there was no source, no citation for it. Apparently, the episode in question uses Axel F from Beverly Hills Cop. So that's the reason, because of the music rights issues thing, it couldn't be included. But why not replace the music? That would be the easiest solution, I would think. But anyway, I look forward to watching it. So I think I watched like the first episode or two on streaming like a year or two ago, and I've watched some of the revival series, which I'm upset that Netflix canceled that. We need more Punky in our lives. We need more Punky power. Anyway, I look forward to watching this. So that's it for Big Lots. Now, next thing, I mean, I stopped at various places, but I'll cover only what I actually got. So I stopped at Petco to look at the pets. I stopped later on at like PetSmart and Pet Supermarket as well. But at Petco, I saw some cockatiels, but they weren't sexed. Supposedly they were too young for that. If they were, and one of them could be positively identified as a female, I would have bought one on my way back. Although, as it turns out, I couldn't have, because I spent way more time in Ocala than I planned on. But they were like $300, and if they couldn't guarantee to me that it was a female, I wasn't going to spend that much money on it. But if they could guarantee it was a female, I would have gone a companion for Tukey. The last cockatiel that we had in addition to Tukey was a white one named Lulu, but I think Lulu was a male, and they really didn't get along. But Tukey is basically all on his own in his cage. I got the parakeets for him in April of last year to kind of be like next door neighbors to him, to keep him company. But I wish I could get like a girlfriend for Tukey. But anyway, I got these cat treats, like these Blue Wilderness cat treats. We got soft, moist chicken and turkey recipe, and tasty chicken flavor. Crunchy treats cats crave. Okay. So one's soft, moist, and one's crunchy, I guess. So we'll see what my cats think of them. All right. So then I stopped by. Actually, I'm not sure. What was the Petco first? Maybe. I'm not sure. But I stopped by Books A Million as well, just to browse. I wasn't sure if I would get anything. They had some Buffy comics, but not every volume. They had some Sailor Moon, but not every volume. So I didn't get any of that. I looked at the gaming section, and they had rule books for other gaming systems, like other RPGs, and they had Dungeons and Dragons novels, but they didn't have Dungeons and Dragons rule books. Not that I was going to get any, I just wanted to flip through them, but that's like an odd omission. But I did come across this fantasy novel rather randomly, and I decided to look at it on Amazon, and then I thought, oh, okay, this is cool. So I got it. It's called A Dark and Drowning Tide, and it's by Alison Saft. So this is like a aesthetic romantasy. It's from this year. It's like a dark academia type of novel. Now where's the yeah. All right. Now here's the thing. You know how in a lot of novels they have like bonus pages at the end of the novel with like an excerpt from the author's next novel? Well, that's what I thought was here, but check this out. So here's the end of the novel on page 344. And then after you flip, there's a list of books by the author. And then introduction page with the title of this very book, followed by another with it like a yeah. And then legal information, dedication, and then a part 1 thing, and then chapter 1. And it starts with Sylvia was in the river again. And then you have chapter 2. And it goes up to page 24. That's the very same novel. That's this novel. They just reprinted the legal information and the dedication and the title pages and all that stuff, as well as the first 2 chapters at the end of this book for no reason. I even asked the cashier, is this a misprint or something? Is there supposed to be a preview of another novel at the end? And she tried looking up some information. She's like, it's supposed to be like that. So I don't know what to think. And it's not even all of the first 2 chapters. It's literally just the first 24 pages of the book reprinted again. I do not understand this at all. Mm-hmm. So let me see where chapter 2 ends. With page 32. But look, here's chapter, or like page 24. It ends with the line, if Ziegler's upset with you, that doesn't bode well for the announcement, does it? Flip through the end of the book. That's the very last line on the last page. If Ziegler's upset with you, that doesn't bode well for the announcement, does it? And then it just cuts off. What is the point of doing that? Why repeat all of that stuff from this very same novel at the end of the novel? I've never seen that before. That's so weird. But anyway, regardless, I got that. I got it, and I'm gonna read it because it sounds interesting, and I'm all for the lesbian romance, and I want to support the author. So yeah. Now, then I went to the mall, and I think this was the first thing that I got. I went to this one store. It's like a shoot bag, but it just has no name or anything on it. So I got this shirt. 32.50. The store's called Enchanted Elements, and I previously got a different shirt from them. I have a witchy type black cat, but now here's a different one. Witchy type black cat next to a broom with a pentacle on it. In a forest with a full moon. So yeah, great for Halloween. I'm gonna wear this on my next day off. And this piece of cardboard for whatever reason. All right, let's stick this over. All right. I stopped at Bath and Body Works. I've never bought anything from them before. I think my niece is really into them, or at least she used to be. I don't know. I started looking at like the body wash and the deodorant, and one of the salespeople said there was a buy three get three free today. So they double bagged it because it's pretty heavy. But these are like some various scents, and some of them I tried smelling them, and they seem interesting. So here we got like single barrel bourbon body wash. Whiskey Reserve body wash. Actually, it says that's like a 3-in-1 hair, face, and body wash. So I could use it as shampoo. I could use it to wash my face, which you would think your face, big part of your body, would just use body wash on that anyway. But whatever. Then we got Stone Washed. Okay. Leather Crafted. That's it for that. But I also got 2 sticks of deodorant. So got Ocean, which I didn't smell the deodorant sticks. But back when Secret used to do an Ocean scented stick, I really loved that. I didn't get the deodorant, I got like the gel, but I really love that. So I'm wondering if this is similar. We got Graphite, whatever that is. Isn't graphite what's in pencils? So that's that. Now, after the mall, I went to a used bookstore that I had found the last time that I was in Ocala. I found a ton of stuff. Ugh. So let's go through these. The Firebrand by Marion Zimmer Bradley, and I've already read this digitally, and I think I have like a full-sized paperback, but I decided to get the mass market paperback as well. It's got a different cover. It's just for display. I've already read this. Here we have The Fall of Atlantis in mass market paperback. I don't recall if I have this in trade paperback or not. I don't know. Probably not, I would say. But yeah, I already read this as well because this is technically after Avalon Book Zero chronologically. The Firebrand is not related to the Avalon series officially, but unofficially, sort of Avalon kind of references a scene from late in this book, but not because it's in this book. It's because it's in one of the epic poems, the Iliad or the Odyssey, that this book is based on. So it's like this is kind of sort of, you can imagine it's in Avalon's canon if you want to. You would read it like after Ancestors of Avalon, but before Sword of Avalon. Okay, so I got some Buffy novels. This is the Gatekeeper trilogy, book 2, Ghost Roads. I think I have another book of the Gatekeeper trilogy, but it might be number 3. I don't remember. So I won't be able really to read any of these until I get it complete. Some of these are from public libraries from back in the day. Here we got the Xander Years, Volume 1. I don't like Xander. I hate Xander as the character, but I picked it up because why not? And these are just novelizations of Teacher's Pet from Season 1, Inca Mummy Girl from Season 2, and Bewitched, Bothered, and Bewildered from Season 3. So a hodgepodge of Xander-centric episodes. Let's see, what else? Random Scholastic book. I've been getting into like old Scholastic books now recently. This is The Edge on the Sword by Rebecca Tingle. Know nothing about it. Saw cool cover, girl with a sword. Girl named Flayed, I guess, or Flyed. Yeah, so some kind of fantasy novel. Miss Kitty's up here sniffing the bags. Hi, Miss Kitty. Hi. Hi. I love you. Yes. Yes. There's a cat in the bookstore that sits on the counter named Lord Byron. And he looks like Coco, same coloring. Now this is, I was surprised to find this, mostly because I didn't know it existed. More Sideways Arithmetic from Wayside School. Now I got the first of these books back in middle school when we had like book order forms. We could, our parents would write a check for the books that we selected and check marked, and it would be sent in, and the books would arrive, and they would distribute them to us during class. So this is based on the Sideways Stories from Wayside School book series, which I've never read. But Sideways Arithmetic is basically, it's got like a loose like story in here, plus a bunch of really weird math problems that are impossible for us to come up with the answer. We have to wait until someone in Miss Jewel's class gives the answer, then we can figure out mathematically how that makes sense. So my mom and I had fun with the original of this. I didn't know there was the second one. What year is this from? '94, so I was in high school already, so I missed out on this. Um, because I was in middle school from '89 to '92. Um, so I think Sue or Susan was the main character in the original. Uh, not the original book series, but the Sideways Arithmetic side book. So I'm guessing she's still in here. I think I saw the name Sue in here. So yeah, I look forward to reading this and trying to figure out these math problems. Okay, this takes a little bit of explanation. Avalon Quest for Magic, Book 2, Allspherian Love and War, and the edge of this cover's almost ripped off. So this is the sequel series to Avalon Web of Magic from Scholastic. Here's the thing, though. And this is from Scholastic still, right? I assume. Or no, Red Sky Entertainment. Weird. Okay, I don't know the exact history of this, but I do know the first 6 books were called like Avalon Web of Magic, and then they retitled it to Quest for Magic and restarted the numbering, even though it's just a this edition with these. I think these are supposed to be like photoshopped covers or something. They redid like a different company put them out with redone covers, like drawn in like an animated style, which personally I think looks better. But they also updated the text, and I've read the digital editions of the entire series already. But whenever I find one of the original editions, I want to get them just so I can do a comparison of the text because they update the references to the newer editions. It's basically just 3 teen girls that are friends that have magic powers, and yeah, so and this is Avalon Web of Magic, Book 6, Book 8 in the overall chronology. So I found these 2, and I already got another one, like Book 4, I think. So I've got like a quarter of the series. But as I said, the series in its entirety was never published in this format. They gave up on it. So I don't know how many of these that there actually are. I'm gonna have to look it up. Randomly, I found this Pool Boys by Aaron Haft. Silver Oaks Country Club. It's some exclusive place. There's scandals, secrets, forbidden hookups, blah blah blah. So it sounds it sounds like there's gonna be like rich teen crap going down. Yeah. This summer, their lives and loves will intersect in the juiciest ways imaginable. Okay. I randomly found this from Scholastic. Drawing Lessons by Tracy Mack. So it's about a girl named Rory, that she's an artist like her father. She takes drawing lessons. Um, with the color and lights gone from her art because I guess her dad leaves the family. Rory's lost, and so it says Rory must find her own way of creating, her own way of being. So I guess it's about a girl trying to find herself again after her dad leaves the family, finding herself through her art. Sounds nice. Um, this cover photo, it kind of reminds me of Jennifer Lawrence, don't you think? Anyway, this is a series that I've seen at other local thrift stores, but I haven't picked it up. Called Animal Ark. It's like about an animal sanctuary type of place from Scholastic as well. Kittens in the Kitchen. All animals and animal lovers are welcome at the Animal Ark Veterinary Clinic. Oh, it's a vet clinic. Okay. A week to save the kittens. Anything about cats, I'm happy to read. Now this sounds funny. My Sister the Vampire. Unfortunately, it's like the second book in the series. I guess it's the second. I don't know. This is by Sienna Mercer. The second one is called Revamped. So obviously, I do not have the first one, but I thought that this is so cute. The secret is out. Cheerleader Olivia and vampire Ivy are twins. Sounds cute. Twitches, Kindred Spirits. Okay. I've been reading the first Twitches novel. I found the first one at a local thrift store. So now I have found number 7. And unfortunately, yeah, I mean, I recently bought the entire series digitally, so I can just continue reading digitally after I finish the first novel. But I'd like to get like physical editions of these because they're nice. I like them. Twilight Horses. Uh, Girl goes out with her dad to live on a ranch, I guess. Or no, Selma's parents have bought an old hostel and plan to open a bakery there. But then scary things start to happen. Something lurks in the forest. What's going on? So, okay. I guess it's like almost a horror novel or a kid's horror novel, but it's got a nice, fun cover. This is by Emma Raven. So Lyrical by Trish Cook. Liz Fair, there's a quote from Liz Fair. It says, I turned off the TV for this book. It rocked. Okay. So there's a girl named Trace that lives in Illinois, in suburban Illinois. Um, Her mom, Bebe, is basically like a really young mom compared to other moms. She's really into music. She had followed big hair bands back in the 80s. It's possible that a musician is Trace's dad. She has to deal with stuff like keeping her best friend from going off the deep end. She's desperate to do well in school. She's trying to snag a hunky lead singer without following in the footsteps of her mother. So I guess this is kind of reminds me like it's almost Gilmore Girl-ish. I like Gilmore Girls, so this seems kind of similar. Mother daughter who are closer to being sisters, I guess. Um, oh, one more Buffy novel, but this was like a trade paperback. Wicked Willow 2 Shattered Twilight. I don't like Willow. I hate Willows, but I love Tara. And this is number 2 in a series, I guess, and I don't have number 1. So I don't know if this is supposed to be AU or what. Wait a minute. Oh, so Tara's dead already. Talks about the ghost of Tara. But there, in Conversations with Dead People in season 7, it's like we know at that point Willow hadn't even talked to Tara from Beyond the Grave. So I don't know when this is supposed to take place. It came out in 2004, the year after the show ended. Does this take place after the show? Oh, wait a minute. It says a new alternate history trilogy by Yvonne Navarro. Alternate history trilogy. So it's like it's AU basically. I don't know when it's supposed to take place, but it doesn't take place in the main timeline. And then last one. Girl Gets Real. A Teenager's Guide to Life by Daniel Fishel. This is Topanga from Boy Meets World. And it's just generic. It's not universal life advice, but it's just her own experiences growing up. And she decided to put it out there to see if anyone can take any advice from it. Like, maybe it'll be useful to someone. And she's got a doggy, and she poses with her doggy. And I've never seen Boy Meets World, but or Girl Meets World, but this seems like a cute advice book, kind of. Yeah. So yeah, that's all of that. Okay. How am I gonna pack all these? All right. So, yeah, I got a bunch of stuff. Not sure how much I spent, but once per year, why not? Miss kidding, no, don't jump up here. I don't want her to knock anything over. Just kidding. Yeah. Come say hi to the internet. Hi. Hello. Hi, sweetie. Okay. Um, yeah. So I'm not sure where I'm gonna store everything. I'll probably stick a bunch of it in my closet for now. Uh, but yeah, I try to read every morning before I get out of bed. So uh, yeah. Uh, Not much else to say. Uh, yeah. So that's it. It's 9:36. Sorry, it's 9:36 p.m. and that's it. Thanks for watching.